Okay, class, this presentation is about background, how to write background when you have an idea. Usually, students don't know how to expand the idea, and this idea of background is really important when you're going to write an introduction to an essay. So, exactly what is background? Background is information that introduces an idea and puts it in context. So when you begin an introduction, you just can't begin, let's say, talking about the idea of why legalizing marijuana is good, an example, and say, I think marijuana should be legalized. It is not enough just to say that. It is important to put it in context and to give background. So, how do you do that? Let's look at this fact. It says the World Cup is a soccer tournament that is held every 4 years in a different part of the world. Now, this fact by itself is just a fact that doesn't really say much. Really, it's just saying that the World Cup is something that is held every 4 years around the world. But look what happens when we add background to this information. The qualifying process for the World Cup takes about 2 years. Many countries around the world want to be part of this event. Only the best players are selected by their teams to play. The World Cup is a soccer tournament that is held every 4 years in a different part of the world. As you can see, the background here gives the reader a better idea about the fact that the World Cup is a soccer tournament that is held every 4 years in a different part of the world. Now, do you see now what it means to give background? Now, let's look at one more example. Drowning is the second leading cause of death in children ages 1 to 4 years old. Again, this is just a fact that by itself it just says that drowning is the leading cause for children ages 8 to 4. But look what happens when we put this with background. Every year, many children die in pools, rivers, and oceans. Drowning has become an epidemic that needs to be paid attention to. How can it be that many children perish because they can't swim? It is time to do something about it. Drowning is the second leading cause of death in children ages 1 to 4 years old in America. So, here, guys, this is how you add background to an introduction. I hope you learned something.